Hello everyone, my name is Divozan and my friend Randa Maulana Akbar. So today we're going to exploring an exciting topic in social linguistics, and it's about language change. As you know, language constantly evolving, and over time we see people change how they pronounce words, the sentence structure, and even how they choose certain words when they are going to say. According to social linguists, language change is inevitable because it responds to social, to technological, and environmental changes. So it's a natural part of human communication. So how does this happen? So there are three stages. So the first one would be innovation. Innovation is someone who introduces words or structure. For example, in Indonesia, the word digitalisasi, it takes from the word English digital. The second one would be diffusion. Diffusion is new form that spread to a community as people start using it. So the third one would be standardization. Finally, this new word becomes part of official language thanks to the school, thanks to the media, and thanks to the official policies. So how language change? Well, there are two factors. The first factors is internal factors, and the second one is the external factors.
Let's explore the factors driving language change. The first one is internal factor, are changes that happen inside the language itself, like simplifying grammar or regularizing spelling. For instance, in older Indonesian texts, the words janji was written with D and G, but now we write it as janji. It erases and align with modern pronunciation. And for the external factor come from outside influence. This include the globalization, colonization, and migration and technology. For example, Indonesia has borrowed many English loan words like evaluasi and technology because the global scientific media.
We're going to take an old Indonesian newspaper to analyze language change. So let's take a look to these three old spelling in Indonesian words. So the first one is DJANDJI, and in modern spelling turn into just JANJI. And the second word is OENTOEK, and the modern spelling turn into UNTUK. And the third word is JANG, and the modern spelling turn into YANG. So why is that? As you can see, the only difference is just couple letter, such as the DJ in janji in Indonesia we call it, and OE in untuk, and J instead of Y in the word yang. This happened due to Dutch colonial writing system which affect the Indonesian writing system as well. In this case, these changes also reflected to push decolonized Indonesia to strengthen their cultural identity. This process of simplification is what social linguists call standardization. Standardization helps to unify and helps a lot of Indonesians to read and write the language easily. Let's moving on into vocabulary. As you know, old newspaper using a lot of terms or words that consider to be outdated or too formal. Let's looking at these two examples below. The first one is maklumat with OE in it. It changed into maklumat with U, but over time, in modern times, changed into pengumuman, which means announcement. And the second example is wangsa. In modern times, changed into bangsa, which means nation. These terms reflect the formality of Malay and Dutch, which were prominent in written language in that time period. Now let's move on into meaning.
Now let's discuss meaning. Over time, word can shift in connotation or even develop entirely new meanings. For example, the word maklumat in older texts carried an authorized tone, often referring to formal declaration and government orders. Today, the modern equivalent maklumat is more broadly the mean, information, and announcement, reflecting more natural and everyday usage. And for the semantics change, it shows how language adapts to the need and attitude of society. What was once of formal terms has become more generalized as the social and political landscape has shifted. Finally, let's analyze sentence yang bersangkutan untuk tetap mengikuti prosedur yang terdahulu. Compare this to how it might appear in modern Indonesian. Pemerintah mengingatkan pihak terkait untuk mengikuti prosedur sebelumnya. The modern version is shorter, use simplifier phrasing, older text incorporate redundant expression that syntax influence, which have since been streamlined for clarity and brevity. This reflects a larger trend toward accessibility and directness in writing communication, aligning with the needs or fast-paced literary audience. So, linguistic reflection. So, what we can learn from analyzing old newspaper, this change in spelling, vocabulary, meaning, and sentence structure highlight the dynamic nature of language. They show how societal, political, and cultural shift influence how we communicate. By understanding these changes, we gain deeper insight into how language evolves to meet the needs of its speaker.
So there you go. I hope you guys get a little bit of understanding about what is language change is about. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye.